Um, I suppose being flashy is a good thing as well. So I suppose Rotho will spend a cane point to enhance his greatsword as he draws it in one like fluid motion, basically activating the force and power within him. So it begins to sort of shine with a green glow as he swings it down, slashes it into the ground, and sort of just like that makes this green ripple of power into the ground that sort of cracks up some of the rocks. And he then just sort of steps on the ground and like pulls out the sword and holds it in sort of one hand, lurching down slightly as he prepares to basically. I wanna prepare a charge for now on whoever comes in close. But beyond that, I'm trying to impress people with my strength or magical power to seem as impressive and flashy as possible. Because this is kind of cool, and Rothor is super digging arena battles.
What would you want to use for that?
That would be either my strength for the simply of smashing it into the ground, ripping it up, and cracking it, or it would be my charisma, I suppose, would be my spellcasting stat for the flesh.
I think both of those choices are valid, so it's your choice.
Well, I would like to do the strength one because I'm better at that.
Win the crown and you'll win your face.
Is this a strength check?
Yes.
Can I rage beforehand?
I mean, sure.
It is a free action to be.
It is a free action, yes.
It's a part of like the flashy thing.
Yeah. I suppose it would end with a roar.
Yeah.
Don't say that. If the check's like 7, it's like.
Well, that's the thing with ability checks. They can go a lot of different ways very easily.
Yes.
I mean, the DC is usually not incredibly high on them.
No.
But yes
Yes,
there's a lot of...
It depends on like...
The roar does seem to be somewhat overshadowed by all the people cheering for Shandala's insults.
Well, we just have to beat hers, right? So...
Let's see. She recovers from her initial fright and will jump off the balcony onto her chariot. Or try to, anyways.
Supposed
Yes.
to see their initiative.
Yes, you are. There we go. We'll also see that the crowd has a turn. Where's acrobatic status? That is enough, I would say. Splashing onto the poorly built wooden construct of her chariot. And once landed, she will in fact further break it by ripping off one of the handles to the right, looking directly at you, pointing at the wooden railing, and then biting it in two. Showing that those are going to be your bones. And trying to influence the crowd with a strength check. Alright. The crowd does very much like this display of raw destruction and power.
Does anyone have a +7 to their ability?
She is a large troll. Mm-hmm. But that will take all her actions as she prepares her chariot. Pimian.
Do it, Professor.
Pimian, he looks over. He licks his finger, points it in the air to test the wind, aims the grenade launcher slightly.
I would love it if his like ability to like impress the crowd just resulted in like him nerding out and like describing like the various like elements of what's about to happen.
It's like a Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
If you zoom in and out.
35 degrees.
Yeah, exactly.
He does calculations in the sun.
He aims where he wants it to go, and then he aims into the air a little bit and he goes, trick shot! And he fires this concussion grenade into the air, arcing for it to land, like right here where it's going to hit all 4 of those creatures.
Okay, something. Did I put that in the rules?
So that would be, I'm going to make an attack roll, and then it's also going to be an intelligence check.
Something that should have been in the rules but isn't, is that you can take a penalty on all your attacks this round to get that penalty as a bonus on your perform.
Oh.
Like a guy who just
I don't know, you've already got
shots.
penalties on this check, Jake.
That would be the trick shot.
Attack roll.
You can take it minus 20. minus 60 perhaps. Just, and then
No, I'm
miss,
just gonna-
and it
The
rolls
maximum,
one.
the maximum would be a -2 to get a +2.
I'm just
But
gonna.
that's worth it.
You know, what, I'm gonna take a -2, but also be lucky.
You're hitting a DC 5 after all. So
Yeah.
You can't possibly fail.
you're lucky. It's the professor. With grenade launcher.
Oh God, I'm on the wrong map. That's the wrong attack frame.
Let's see what happens, Professor. Do it!
Yeah, I was on the wrong attack
Do
frame.
it, Professor! Do it now!
Professor, you're keeping the crowd in suspense.
Yes, I know. I'm doing it.
They're looking up at the grenade like flying in the air.
Yeah.
Brilliant, Professor!
Alright, that hits. What kind of grenade are you firing?
A concussion grenade. For 11
Alright.
damage.
Each of these things has to roll.
Oh, and it glitches also.
Yes, roll a glitch.
Is that a D20?
It's a D100.
To shoot 100 feet long.
Okay.
All
Well,
right, I will tell you what these things are.
my 2 options are.
Might be the same option.
Yeah.
Your options are the weapon consumes twice as many charges as it would normally.
I'll take that one.
Okay.
Those are your options.
So,
Yeah.
so 2 grenades shoot out, but one is sort of a dud and just tumbles into a
No,
corner.
I think it just takes
Just
more,
use more
like,
energy.
energy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think it
sure.
takes 2 charges to fire.
Yeah, 2
Yeah,
charges,
so-
not 2 grenades.
But it's part of your
Yep.
trick shot thing. Like, he's never tried to
Yeah.
shot with
It's
it.
like
Exactly.
a flashy.
Yeah. But it lands properly, at least.
Can you
Mhm.
draw?
And, what is that, an intelligence check also?
What's the
Yeah.
blast radius for the concussion? I can
20-foot
draw it.
burst.
Okay.
Kaboom!
Anti-got 2. Yeah, intelligence check. I think that's pretty good for a trick shot. And the crowd
remember the
does
plus
like
2?
this display. Yes, that
Part of the
that's-
crowd is even
that's
affected.
Part of the crowd is even affected. Yes,
That's what they should expect.
they enjoy
Kaboom!
it too. Those that oh god,
It's like
Those
being
that
at
make
the it's like being at a dolphin show. You get a little bit of water if you're in the first row, you know?
let's see. The chariot gets
So
to roll
here
save
it's
as well.
explosions.
Makes it.
Chariot is now.
These people take how much? 11.
Yeah. Very
That's
pitiful damage.
It's 5. And the wooden construct, surprisingly enough, doesn't really take that much damage.
So,
Mhm.
so isn't there any other effect than, or is it just damage?
It's just a concussion grenade. It just does 5d6 bludgeoning.
Oh, okay.
Kenrick.
They have, like, fortitude out the ass, so I don't really want to use any of the other grenades, which all target fortitude, so.
Which is out the ass.
Oh, I mean, reflex them.
Reflex is pretty good. Or will. Will is pretty good.
I suppose that too.
Mhm.
Humiliate Hellscat.
all of my
If you
other
can make it
grenades
slip
target
off of her
fortitude.
wagon thing, that might be good.
Or blinder.
Depends
Fortitude.
on ranges, but
It can be all sparkly.
quite a lot of range difference here.
Yeah, I can reach them easily. I'll pretty much use a full round action to make my spell casting as flashy and and big looking as possible while I cast glitter dust into the middle of all of these big people. Right.
So how
Okay,
do you
how-
make it look
Exactly.
flashy?
How does it look big and flashy?
Weave arcane magic in there with big hand movements and shout out these arcane words of power. Just shoot this
Little dragons fly over and explode. dust.
You see
big
the
light orbs raining down upon them.
the
of this tree.
the impossibility of the cosmos turning in a sphere above you.
I mean, the wagon, the thing,
You
the
have-
wagon is a construct, right?
You,
so
you do. Yeah, it's true. The wagon is technically a contract.
The wagon is not a construct.
And then
Okay.
this like Saruman casting up on the tower.
Hush, hush.
Holy Saruman!
That certainly sounds like a charisma check.
Sure does. Let's.
So you are trying to take the chariot of Karadras.
Okay. And what save do I need to roll?
It is. Let's check.
Will.
There is glitter dust. It is a will save.
A will save. And you do not hit the Manticore, I believe. Well, she makes it. Both the ogres are blind.
And now they're all covered
that's
in
pretty
glitter.
And they're so sparkly.
Which makes them look ridiculous, of course.
Oh, it's pee from the gods.
Zarin.
Well, that was interesting. Well, I don't think Zarn really gets it. Like, he has, like, little concept of emotion, and so, like, the whole concept of, like, impressing the crowd, I don't really think connects with him. But he just saw what Kindrick did, and Zarin's, like nodding, like, his head vigorously, and Dinosaur's like, I can totally do that. He's thinking to himself. So, he will, swivel, like, the entire, like, dinosaur form, and look over at his companions, and while those fools are like glittering over there with gold, like gold sparkles and shit, he is going to make his companions look fucking fabulous. And so, as like a move action, the creature will roar and scream, and sparkles of violet light will crackle and appear around its fingertips as the creature will hiss and then spit out a giant globule of violet light, fairy fire, to deck his wonderful companions there in violet light, shining as candles are in the arena, so that the viewers can keep great track of them as they fight in this glorious battle.
Thanks.
All right. Do you want to support your companions on their maneuvers, or what am I getting here?
I don't know. What can I do with that? Like, do I just give them like a +2 bonus, or like, what do you want me to do? Like,
I mean,
how would that work?
what do you want to justify? I'm open to suggestions.
Zarn thinks that that's actually that would be it. So to try and like support his companions so that the crowd can keep better track of all of the amazing things that they do. Because Zarn is trying to view this with like a logical prism. He doesn't really get or connect with the crowd in any way, shape, or form. So with his intelligence, he's going, if I throw this fairy fire here, and then the crowd can see them better, then the crowd will be able to they'll latch onto them, and they'll ignore me and focus on Rothor and Chandala, and even
Okay.
Heinrich.
I'd say that those three can get a +1 on their performance bonuses until the fairy fire runs out, which I don't think is ever.
That it would be at the end of this combat,
Forever.
yes. And then, as the move action, the creature will bound up 70 feet. And end its turn.
All right. It's time for the crowd. The crowd has liked what you've done and not liked what Hellscark has done as much, so it will shift one step in your favor. Which means that it has no clue who to root for. Someone roll me a D2, please. That is, in fact,
Good.
good for you, as the crowd, most of the crowd, or at least a slight majority, seems to be rooting for you.
Yay.
Meaning that the crowd goes wild in a good way and doesn't do anything to disrupt the fight. Just squabbling between each other as they are trying to argue who has done the better entry here. Chandala.
Well, Chandala she is not gonna be upstage in trick shooting by a freaking halfling. She looks over to Pimian, has a vicious grin on her head. She, in one again fluid motion, takes a handful of coins, just shiny silver coins, tosses them up in the air, shoots the laser into the coins. The laser ricochets between them and then fires away towards Hellscark.
That is so a -2.
That is definitely a -2.
That's pretty outright. Okay, I like it. Go for it.
Yep. I'll. This will be.
Don't throw them at us.
watch out, buddy, because this is gonna be. I'm gonna.
Rolls a 1, fucking like bounces off the coin, shoots on the ground.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so
suddenly
sorry.
you're a murderer.
And then you try and sell with a charisma check. That guy was a twat anyway.
No, it's this is a
He was a
dexterity
secret
check if
assassin.
anything.
Right?
Secret assassin.
I mean, that hits somehow.
Burn, kid.
Roll your d20. That's probably a dex.
Yes. That's my plan.
Mm-hmm.
With a +1 for being super flashy.
That's right. I'm making
And another
+2.
and another +2. Yeah.
+2 for the trick shot thing.
Pretty good.
Okay. 18. Roll 4.
Jake, do you remember how Cheetah Sprint affects your jumping?
I don't remember the exact it was something.
I
No,
think it's
basically, what's your move speed?
Yeah.
You can jump really good.
Because
I don't remember the
your
exact
boost speed
math,
gets
but
up.
it basically was like if in something the size of this arena, you basically can't fail your jump check.
I'm fairly certain that it is a +2 bonus for every 10 feet that you're faster than normal speed, than 30.
I believe that it was
Well,
something
I
like
get
that.
10 times, so that would be +20.
No, for every 5 feet faster than normal. Or for every 10 feet
Let's see
faster
here.
than normal. So what's your normal move speed? Like
My normal
25?
move speed right now is 25, yeah. And I would
Yeah.
get 250
So
move.
200.
Let's see. It depends on the base land speed, not on your.
Well, that's all right. That's better then. That's 300.
No, I mean the bonus. Creatures with a base land speed above 30 feet receive a racial bonus on acrobatics check.
Good. I have. What?
The cheetah sprint is an enhancement bonus.
Yeah, but it does say that as with other increases, as with
Oh, okay,
other effects that
okay.
increase your speed, this also affects your jumping distance.
You know, just for the purposes of keeping this quick, just take a +20.
Okay, because what I want to do is basically use that to run and jump over these trolls and like slice down at Hellskag.
Okay, go for it.
That seems
Those are
pretty.
ogres.
You know, I don't know the difference.
Go, Rothor.
So that's what he'll do basically. The first time seen this, I think, as he'll as a swift action just sort of look at Hellskag and feel that his destiny is pulling him in that direction and just go with it. As he suddenly just grows, like almost lunges down all four, just running and then jumping. At some point.
Are you pretty much like jumping into the chariot there?
He's on the chariot. He's standing on the like wooden construction.
All right, roll me in acrobatics with a
Hacking
+20.
What will it be? I'm so excited.
21.
You're not guaranteed to fail.
Oh boy.
That's. I don't think that's enough. I would have based that on a DC 30 essentially, as you're jumping over 2 ogres into a vehicle that is currently ever so slowly starting to move. You can get close to the vehicle, however, without taking any damage.
Sure.
But you're right here. You misjudge your momentum slightly.
Well, I suppose I will have to slice the ogre instead then. But that's fine because it's flat-footed, so probably hit it.
Kick its ass.
Probably hit it. So I'll power attack. 'Cause ogres are not that armored, right?
He is also currently blind, which does not help. That certainly hits. Putting a big dent into the ogre.
Good damage.
Who will start accelerating in panic. The other one will follow suit, as he has no real choice.
I'll take my attack of opportunity if they move.
Yeah, sure. You can either take one against the ogre or against the chariot. Or against Hellskag, even, as she currently shares the squares of the chariot. That is your choice.
I mean, I think I should just kill the ogre, because that makes it very much more difficult for it to drive if it has
I
a...
can hit them, so you should.
I also don't know which might be scarier, Manikai. The troll in the chariot or the troll of you breaker chariot?
Yeah, I'm going to kill the ogre, I think. I'll try to. So I'm going to just, do that cool thing where you kneel down slightly and move out the blade so they run into it themselves.
Oh, I see. I've seen that in a movie.
That works, and the ogre stumbles to the ground.
and then he sort of brings up the sword through its body, and basically blood splattering everywhere as he raises the sword with like the first real blood, really, so dripping down on his face, and sort of armor coating him in the ogre blood. Hopefully, to some cheering.
There's certainly some cheering, but you haven't done your d20 roll yet.
Oh, well, what do you think it would be?
I would say either charisma to look really fancy while doing it, or dex for your jump.
I'll take charisma then. Like fancy.
He's trying to pull out.
Or strength for the gory finish.
I can do charisma.
Okay.
Pretty charismatic, it turns out.
As Halskar's chariot will start accelerating, although with only one ogre drawing it not nearly as quickly as it perhaps could, getting to move to exactly here, as Elskar looks like this isn't quite going her way, but she will try to win back the crowds. She will, much to the dismay of the singular ogre now pulling the chariot, move again towards the front of the chariot, standing on the railings, and use the ogre's head like a drum, saying, "Listen to the music of your doom. I do not need 2 of these. I have 1 more, and I have my vehicle. You will feel its front soon enough." And then she will level her gun at Rofa and shoot.
Sure, shoot backwards.
Yeah. That should only be the first attack.
Well, that would be a miss unless it's a
Which-
touch.
It is not against touch,
Good, that's a miss.
I think.
Because it clunks towards the armor technically, and just sort of falls to the ground.
It is not versus touch, yeah.
Thump.
She frowns at that.
Takes it to the bloody chest.
But her acrobatics might still be enough to maybe win the crowd. It is not. It looks rather awkward, actually.
The crowd's like, that seems pretty dumb considering her situation right now.
The crowd keeps starts like contemplating. Yes, actually, it's quite.
Jake?
Dick?
Yep. I'm thinking about how flashy I want to go. I think
Just
what
don't
I
blow
will.
me up.
I think.
Therefore, you are.
Yeah. See, because all I really have is
That's
intelligence.
what he actually says. I think, therefore I am. You'd be like, oh,
Dazzle with
insightful.
philosophy.
I have good decks also.
Unlike you.
So I will. I will run forward a little bit.
You have dexterity too, though, Jake.
Yeah, exactly. I said that.
You could call out all her weaknesses.
Oh,
An intelligence thing.
Like, hey,
I'm going
See how
to,
the troll skin is fanning to a crisp under the weight of the laser rifle?
I'm gonna move forward and do like a somersault as I go.
only a matter of time before she dies now, yes?
I'm gonna do a little somersault, so that would be an acrobatics, I guess, right?
All
What
right,
is it,
go for it.
DC 15 or something?
No,
Or
that-
just like
that-
a
that-
roll, right?
That can be just part of your d20 roll.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to make an acrobatics anyway.
All right, sure. You know, good thing I didn't require one.
Yeah.
Maybe
But,
we're meant to do that?
Good work, Professor.
I do like a little roll, bring up the grenade launcher, and as I'm coming up, kind of fire it again.
That was the most.
The grenade launcher does need a full round action to
Oh
fire,
yeah, it does, doesn't it? Bollocks.
as well as a move action to reload. Actually, it has still.
It has grenades in it. Yeah.
You know, by you doing
shoot.
that, though, you...
It's just
Fuck.
incredibly awkward roll. It's like watching Rothor try to roll. It's like, oh!
Hey, I have
Yeah,
full
well,
rank
I do
acrobatics.
have I have
It's-
stubby legs and a huge grenade launcher.
It's like the fatty roll in Dark Souls. It's like, oh! Just crash into the ground.
I will have you know.
So what I really want to do?
If you
I
can't think
don't
of
know.
anything, I'll skip you.
Cast a spell at her. Grease the bottom
Too
of
far
the...
away. Too far away.
Oh,
Too far
damn
away.
it.
Also have all these gadgets.
Okay, sorry, one sec. I had to look away for
You
a
can just
sec.
take time to
Yeah,
while
no,
this thing.
I do have a bunch of things, don't I? I could throw a grenade. I do have them in my wrist canisters also,
The
but
crowd
it's
has
a long
fallen asleep during this
throw. Huh?
turn.
Well,
Not- not-
the crowd doesn't like this delay.
No, I'm sorry. I had someone came in and started talking to me, and I forgot about the full round action thing. So
No, I'm in my nerd
took
zone.
a second. So anyway, like I said, I have the wrist mounted things as
You
well.
throw
so
a
I will-
grenade, the chariot will move.
Yes, I'm gonna throw in front of the chariot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drop a gas grenade out of my wrist canister thing.
Probably gonna
And-
hit the ogre, so
Just do it.
Yeah, I'm going to. It's a bit of a long throw. What is it? It's 10 feet, right, per range increment
Yeah.
for grenades or something. So that means
That would be a minus 16 or something.
no, isn't it -2 per range increment?
Yeah, it's 80 feet.
No, it's
Actually,
50
oh,
feet.
in
I'm
front-
throwing it
okay.
50 feet away. I haven't
yeah.
marked where I'm going to throw it yet.
That would be -8.
Yes. But I only have to hit a 5. Right there, I think, is close enough.
Right.
Yeah, that's. I wanted it on the square next to it to the right. So there we go. And it's going to be a gas grenade, so it will next round like explode in gas, and I'll be like, "Smell this!" Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
just
I need
make
to
your
find-
attack roll.
See if it bounces.
That hits, although barely.
Yeah.
There you go. Good work, Professor.
Okay. Anything else?
No. I guess my dexterity check for the
For the roll? Okay.
performance for the terrible roll. But worth a try
Let's
anyway.
see how terrible the crowd thinks it was.
I mean, you have to get closer to throw that grenade.
That's really what matters
No.
here.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
they're
yeah,
won over
true.
because they're laughing at you.
No, they are enjoying it immensely.
Look at that roly-poly happening.
Oh, look at that little thing. It's like a tiny man.
It's like a tiny person. Oh,
No.
Fenric.
You know orcs.
it has furry feet.
Don't.
Well, I will cast another full round action spell, doing all the theatricals as before, but also this time calling out. Cast you down to the pits of hell, foul being, to ogre number 1, and cast a pit on him.
As the
The-
grenade will
the-
explode.
The
Yeah,
beautiful
well, I mean-
thing
Yeah.
is
Oh, I-
that he will drag the chariot with him down there, probably.
Like I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Like,
Cast
would
it
you,
under the chariot.
did you think that we were just gonna like of course the gas grenade's gonna just explode there.
Yeah.
Where do you want the pit?
It just needs to look good.
That's right. It's a
Well,
looking.
if I
Put it like
Put it-
here.
no, if I put it over here, does he like slide into it and into the range of the
He
grenade?
would still get a save.
And he would not slide into the grenade. The grenade
If
is
you
up
put
there.
it here, then if he saves, he'll maybe step into the grenade range.
He's probably not gonna save with being blinded and everything.
I don't know.
If you put it there, you would. If you put it there, you would technically also hit Hellscrag. So there would like two of them just tumble down there.
Do they both fit there?
I mean, it's
Uh,
big
the-
enough to
the-
fit them.
The chariot most definitely is not big enough to is too big to fit in the pit.
What
Yeah,
would
so-
happen if an ogre falls down into the pit while dragging
The
chariot?
ogre would fall into the pit.
And,
And drag like the front of the chariot so that it's like sticking up in the pit.
Yeah, a bit of the front, but the ropes and
And-
chains securing
the-
it to the chariot would essentially break.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks. I was gonna say his weight drags it down and it acts
That's
like
what
a
I thought.
catapult throwing Hellscarg
oh, that would be great.
Hellscarg into the gas.
I mean,
Maybe- maybe
it's
if
only
you
30
roll-
feet.
Maybe if
It's
you roll
not super
a,
deep.
it's not 10 meters. That's pretty deep.
Yeah, but they're
So
big.
make your choice.
It
Crowd
would
is
be best,
not patient.
to probably just cast it on.
Oh, then do it. Draw it.
Yep.
Would
Yeah.
love to
Draw it and make it official.
put a ring on it.
Yeah, what has been drawn cannot be undrawn.
Let's see. You will try to
That's what Gandalf said to me.
dodge out of the way of the assembling magic and
Boom.
not make it. He falls, ripping free of the chariot and plummeting down the depths. Roll me some damage. Most definitely prone and blind, and has a very bad day so far.
And gas is gonna waft in from above.
I mean, I don't know what the fall damage is.
3d6 or 3d8. Is it d10 even?
A
It's 3 of
D6.
something.
It's a D6 per 10 feet.
D6.
3-6.
Okay.
Bonk.
Yeah, that certainly hits. Kenrick does, however, hear the crowd being very disappointed at the chariot now being out of combat.
Aw.
It was going to be
Hellstar,
entertaining
can't
to watch
even keep
one
the
of
chariot
the ogre.
going.
Oh, who's a
Saunter about
sad
it.
troll?
Oh, maybe you should have brought another few ogres, huh?
Great craftsmanship there, Hellscar. That held together well.
I mean, I guess I don't get a
Impressive.
stat roll. Or,
You can still try one, although the crowd seems very disappointed.
Mumbles at you.
I mean,
That halfling, though.
can't go more bad.
Let's all look at the halfling's antics.
How many bonuses do I have now? With the fairy fire, and this is only that.
Plus one from the fairy fire, and that's it.
Okay. No, no.
The crowd is very disappointed.
Sorcerer.
Shake its head
Well,
at you.
Zoran thinks he understands how this works. He's got it now. And, you know, everyone else, they have, like, the Hellscar thing. But
Oh, you cut off Grimace.
Zoran knows what he
Okay.
wants to do. And
Okay. I'm not hearing you at the moment, though. Which is a bit of
Jumps
a
in and
bother.
murders the crowd.
That would get their attention.
Looks like my call quality is bad. Someone else should host the call.
Oh, Grimmeth actually disconnected from the call.
Yep. Someone else should host it.
Well, hang on, folks, while we figure out who's going to host the call.
Might be better.
Let's try this again.
Better.
My colds do tend to be notoriously bad, though. So let's find out.
Oh, mine was being like...
Hello?
For some
Hello.
all right,
Yes.
maybe
Okay.
I should try describing that with a roll again then. Seeing as how I completely cut out during the entire process.
Yeah.
Let's try that again. So, Zoran, he thinks he understands this whole thing now. Like, the whole idea of trying to impress these people. He's got it. He's, like, logically, like, filtered it down. He knows exactly what he's doing. And that whole, like, chariot thing with, like, the gas grenade and stuff, he's not going to bother with any of that. What he's going to go do is play patty cake with the Manticore. So, Zoran will, like, rush up to, like, here, basically. And then, as I do think the Manticore only has, like, a 10-foot reach.
5, yeah.
5. So yeah, basically like Zara will like go here as a move action, and as a standard action go to total like defense as he like starts dancing and prancing around the Manticore, like trying to goad it. Because Zarin is so unconcerned about the whole troll thing that he's going to pick another fight.
Okay.
With a dexterity thing, a dexterity ability check to show how flashy I am as I dance around the Manticore, daring it to hit. Look at me. You know you want it? Look at
Okay,
me.
I can see dexterity working for that.
That's just a dinosaur. He always goes for the most tough opponent.
Aha!
Right, the Manticore did look slightly less, terribly sad as Rofor approached, and now it just looks angry at this thing jumping at it. So it will take the opportunity to enjoy the spectacle as well, although not really caring for boasting.
Well, even with the total defense, all of that hits.
The crowd did like that one.
I feel like there's a lesson in here somewhere.
Zarin, his logical mind is reevaluating prior decision making as the dinosaur roars and like bleats and like stops prancing around so much.
The crowd, while you did seem to mostly catch their attention, the chariot breaking down really dampened the mood. Although some are slowly cheering up again, essentially, as there are loud mumblings going on that, well, now Hellscark is going to show what she can do, so now we should watch her especially carefully. The crowd does not shift either way and does nothing. Chandala.
Well, someone's going to shift a little bit. It's Chandala. She's going to move up here. Where are the gas? That's going to pop out any second now. But as she moves up here, gets a little bit closer, she will take another shot, keeping fire damage on Hellscark. Hoping that the rest of the people will start wailing into her. Let's see here. That should be it. She will. Let's see here. Well, she'll do something a little less flashy than last time, but still kind of flashy. She will run forward, and as she does, she will also do a little bit of acrobatics, but she will do basically a flip, or like a cartwheel, Matrix-style cartwheel, and in the middle of the cartwheel she will try to shoot Hellscark. And I can do an acrobatic check for that if you want.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's not necessary. It's all about the D20 roll here, but if it helps you describe how well you do.
And then in the middle of the roll, the shot goes off.
That hits. Another sizzling impact.
Running out of charges, John.
I know. More people need to lay into the fucking troll.
You have the fire damage.
There's more people with fire damage than just me. I'm just saying.
I know there is. It's definitely not me, though.
Or me.
Fire, but acid. Someone has acid. Someone do something.
Someone definitely has a scorching ray.
I can go attack it.
You should, yes.
Prepare to get that full attack on me.
It's your destiny.
She will take her destiny of an attack of opportunity. Or do trolls have like a... Trolls have a 10-foot reach, don't they?
Yes, she does. And she will take a swing. With one of her claws that is currently not holding the weapon. And fumbles terribly.
Very impressive. Rotha sort of bashes it away with his with a free hand.
You do the Adam thing where you stop it with your bare hand. Just
I grip it like and crush her hand.
Yep.
I think that's my strength roll right there.
How flashy you're able to swat away her claw.
Yeah, I can see that going.
Impressed by that as I woke up, and well, this will probably be destined strike. Let's be honest. Gonna make this a destined one. Should I power attack? I've been rolling pretty well. So let's test out and see what sort of hits might hit this speed.
That does not hit.
Alright.
Her thick hide blocking most of it. And then it's her turn. She looks incredibly angry. And as she turns to essentially act, the crowd does almost quiet down in anticipation. As she will attack Rofor, essentially pausing between attacks to say certain things. Let me just roll the attack roll first.
It's all misses.
She tries swiping at you, saying, "Look at these! They are trying to swipe, trying to ruin my fun and your fun. Swipe, miss. And this is how they're going to ruin all of this. You are the worst. You are worms. You do not belong here. You belong in the gutters." This will be charisma based as she tries to sway back the crowd.
Is that amazing troll charisma?
Yep, amazing troll charisma. But even before she finishes speaking, there are loud uproars of "Yeah, show them!" and things like that, coming mostly from the northern side, which quickly seem to spread.
Yeah, show them, all misses. Yeah!
Chanel go to there.
Pimian.
That's pretty amazing troll
explodes.
charisma, though.
Yeah. Not like -7.
Like
Pretty
now,
good.
like gas.
Yeah, there's now gas like all around this pit area that lasts for what, like 5 rounds or something. Pimian says he drops the grenade launcher down in the dirt and pulls out his bow. Even though it's not really going to do anything, I don't want to shoot grenades all over in there. And he says, or his crossbow, I guess. But he says, "I thought you had." He uses his wisdom to try to show the crowd some common sense, and he says, like, "I thought you were supposed to be putting on a show. This is nothing. You're the worst arena master I've ever seen." And he like takes his shot.
Yeah. Worst.
This isn't our fault. It's yours.
Where are you currently shooting?
Blame shifting.
At Hellskarg.
You would be shooting through the cloud, which means you.
Which it does say in the description, though. It says the gas is not thick enough to obscure vision.
Okay, that's fine then. That's a hit. The arrow funking into her.
Look, even the little guy with the little crossbow can best her.
Give me a d20 roll.
Yeah. Oh.
The crowd does not agree with common sense. It does not.
I mean, it doesn't really make sense.
I think.
Kenrick.
How long is that cloud gonna last?
Let's see. 5 rounds.
Okay. Well, I'll just cast a vanish on myself and move forward.
You can't.
Oh.
You're
You're
very
very fired. You cannot turn yourself.
visible.
And
I mean, you can cast it, but you're still visible.
yeah.
You're all glittery.
Would look
The
like,
gas doesn't obscure vision or anything, so you could just shoot like a scorching ray or something.
yeah, but it's close range. I need to get closer.
What is your close range? Like 45?
No, 35.
Oh,
Okay, that's not far.
so like
Yeah, but that's the only way I can get
Here.
that fire damage in there.
yeah. What's acid splash also close?
Yep.
Wow.
Come join me here at the front line. Me and Saren, we're having a good time.
Yes, next to the Manticore with the 30-foot reach. Like, not 30-foot reach, but 30-foot movement possibility. It's
Yeah,
You
that's
know-
why I wanted.
Well, it is like chained up.
It has bigger things too, or more annoying things too.
I'm leaving. I'm not standing next to it. I have 8 hit points.
Well,
I don't know what the fuck you're smoking, but standing next to this is not what I had in my future.
Dino Dance didn't work.
Let's see. Where do I need to get? I need to get like over there.
Here is the closest 35.
You know, if we all just walk away, Hellscar can't really move effectively. Maybe the Manticore will go after Hellscar. I presume that the Manticore is not properly like trained and tamed after like one day, like not attack the troll.
No, it's probably just gonna rage into whatever.
Do it first, so... Yeah, I suppose, maybe.
Oh, I'll just
I just kill that ogre laying on the ground.
move up over here and cast glitter dust on her again. So we'll save.
Flashy
On
sparkles.
her, you say? Well, you can aim it so it doesn't affect Rofa. That's
Probably sparkle.
will save.
That should sway the crowd.
Oh,
No, she does not give one single one. Fuck, that is.
No.
I just had to make sure you. Whatever. Anything else?
Yeah.
that's my turn.
Okay, Zyron.
Full round action, withdraw. No checks. Zarin's logic says, nope, wasn't worth it.
Crowd looks very disappointed.
And he's doing that a lot today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, he's a dino. He's just a wild animal who came in here. We don't even know him.
I end my turn.
The Manticore sees a new target, so it will move over
Eats
here
the dead ogre.
and bite at Rofal.
Oh, of course, go for the metal guy, right?
You can go. I believe in your Rothor.
It
Yes,
remembers.
of course. Now it's been
Oh,
backed up
oh.
now that
Oof.
people have moved next to it.
I would remember, huh? Clunk.
That's fine. I can take them both.
How did?
Now look
how
at their
did
hit
they gear-
points.
He'll even let the crowd know that he can take them both.
Just flex like. Ooh, yeah.
Just a
I wonder
flash.
who healed that
yeah.
Manticore from near death.
The crowd does shift into your favor. You are putting on a show and it likes it.
That's true. The Manticore did get massaged with a lot of healing. I'm glad that the clerics of Helgen are more giving than the Clockfather's clerics.
Maybe the Manticore has a huge debt now that it's trying to pay off.
No.
Working in the arena.
Oh, that's a good point.
We
Didn't think
revive
about
you, so.
And the crowd goes wild in your favor, kind of. Which does nothing. They throw bits and pieces of essentially their seats or what goes for them into the arena, which would make it difficult for large vehicles to drive in the vicinity, but there isn't any, so yeah. Chandala.
Well, Chandala would drop the laser rifle as a free action. She will move closer, and as she moves, she will pull out the Inferno pistol and point it menacingly at Hellskarg. Switch over to the Inferno pistol, and we're gonna shoot at her. It is at the second range increment. So there we go.
So much fire.
I have a lot of fire.
It's a magic weapon, but
Hoya! Burn! Maximum damage.
Maximum power.
also I can see there's a DC 12 of turned gun on fire.
What?
Yeah, right? No?
DC 12? What?
Just says on the damage march, burn 1, DC 12.
Yeah,
That's
it's
on a crit.
On a crit.
Oh, okay.
How am I supposed to use my regenerative powers if you keep burning me?
That's the plan. Yeah, she will like with contempt. Just put the rifle down and walk over and fire. She won't try to impress anyone this turn. She doesn't think that she can properly do it currently, but she's gearing up. Maybe next turn.
Okay. Roll 4.
Well, I'm fighting two things now. I should have that divided attack
No, just
spell. That was really dumb,
focus.
but it would look cool. What can I do to be cool about fighting two big dudes at once?
maybe if you're like.
I'll definitely destinedly strike. Probably at Hellskag, honestly. Yeah, let's do that. Step over here. Let the sort of let the Manticore come and play with both of us. Yes, I'll swing. Try to swing at Hellskag. It's always dangerous to say. That's not power attack this time. Just to see if we can hit.
I don't know. I think it's pretty safe to say you will do something. I've had luck with saying that I'll be lucky.
Yeah, it's pretty good damage even without power attack.
That hits. Doing some damage.
All right, and sort of as he cuts her, he's going for a piece of her. Imagine he has this cool spiky armor thing. As he swings his sword, he'll also try to hit one of the clasps, so that it hopefully will fall off and make
Undress her.
Hellskag look all disheveled and basically just cutting in and begin to dismantle the attire that they know as the arena master, symbolically dismantling her whole icon and personality for them, just with these savage blows into her, while she does nothing to hurt him back. I mean, this manticore that we shamed and brought in chains is doing better than she is right now.
Mm-hmm. It's pathetic.
Okay.
Really.
I think that's good.
It's good.
Oh boy!
The crowd agrees.
Yeah, she's a pathetic little worm. You say we are worms? Well, worms only eat the dead.
You know, I'll even give you a +2 on that roll just for that.
Crowd cannot even refute that logic.
Shines with
This
destiny.
one like dumb-looking orc in the back. Hey, he's right.
Yeah.
Let's see. What shall she do?
The rats are
It
excited.
looks like it's my time, as I warned you about earlier this week. I have to go now.
Okay.
So
Bye, Grimmith.
Zard will do the dance of his people or something. You'll figure it out.
Cat tricks.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
Grimmith.
Bye, Grimmith.
Right. Hellskarg will snort at Rofar's insult with like a I don't know the word.
Well, she's not getting the bonus for that.
No. You know, she's an NPC. She gets all the bonuses she wants.
Oh, I see how it is.
But what she will do is ignore Rofar completely. Point at the cloud of smelly gases and see, you see their attempts at obscuring the battle, at making me sick? Well, I care nothing for their poisons. And then Hellskarg will charge Chandala through the cloud.
Oh, hi.
Well, when she enters it, she has to make a DC 14 fortitude.
Oh no, 14. No, 32.
I would take that opportunity now
Go for it.
to cut her back as she runs, as he will still say retreating in the middle of battle. We were just going to have some fun. And sort of do the arms out to the side, like, come on, like, really, you're gonna go for the weaker people? Like, you're not good enough for me? Is that? And apparently, I will do that. So, you know, I think that's a pretty good sort of going for just sort of cutting her claws in pieces, just into her, like, yeah.
All right, describe.
Well, as she sort of runs and says that, he'll sort of look and say, "This is pointless. If you won't fight, there's no reason. You know, there's no reason for me to draw this out any longer." As he just swings the sword down, even before she turns around, like cutting through the tusk and into like the throat and cutting off the head, so that the head sort of in the direction that she was going to charge, the head will roll and like move to Chandala, so she can do that thing where she just puts her foot on it to stop it.
Exactly. She
Rothar raises his shining green, like magical blade,
it's like
full of blood of this troll. Just
when the like corpse, flies tumbling towards her, she will put up her military grade boot as it comes close and just slam it down with her leg in the face as the corpse just comes to a halt in front of her. Put down the gun and then just shoot one extra round into it, just burning her face away.
Like put a foot to step into the chariot to claim it as his domain now. He's the arena master now, and no one dare dispute it. His bloody blade and a crit to the face of a troll who did not dare to face him. Even after he killed, like, its ogre, and he tanked the manticore and it at the same time, and it did nothing.
Suffice to say that the crowd goes wild for the final attack of this battle. But it also quickly becomes apparent that while even most of the northern side appears to respect you, it very quickly becomes obvious to the northern side that the southern side is really cheering for you. And while the northern side does respect your battle, they also really liked Hellskarg. So, as you're doing your kind of like ending routine, the crowd very quickly turns onto itself, essentially. The northern side suddenly seeing the southern side as their mortal enemies, as they've been cheering for, respectable people, but not enough for Hellskarg.
Rotha will scream out as loud as he can that someone bring him another ogre for one of his is broken now, and he needs something to pull his chariot.
There is still a manticore.
Some people
Oh,
are
yeah.
still.
That's a
Some
good
people. Yeah, the Manticore has retreated at this point.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of sitting there, trying to roar and be menacing, but it doesn't really want to fight anymore.
It's like,
boo!
But as your words do reach some spectators currently still spectating, the rest of the stadium, however, has decided that it is very, very much time for some good old exchange of opinions.
A riot.
Yes.
Well, they can come down here and fight us if they want.
yeah,
No.
I'm happy to
Damien,
lob gas grenades at them.
Fire!
No, that might just happen.
Tung, tung, tung.
I'm gonna roll like initiatives.
Then they all die.
This is Blood Bowl now.
Do we have
And,
time to move?
I'm
at
on the
all?
goblin team with my illegal gadgets.
Well, there were no rules, right?
So give me a moment to set this up.
Is there
Yeah,
like
look at that
a
green
prize?
thing.
Do we get like a prize? You know,
think she
it's like the Super Bowl, right? We need to
think-
we can carry around the prize.
Where's the
Like,
cheerleader?
we need to kiss
what
the
is-
cup, you know?
What was
Oh, it's her
what
head.
gun did Hellscarg have? Do I recognize it, or is it like another
That
thing?
was like grapnel.
It
Oh,
is
right,
an
yeah, it
auto
was like
gunner.
and
Well-
not time worn, I'm assuming.
It is
We don't
not
have
time.
Who
Yes.
will write down things now that Grimmeth is gone?
Wait,
I can.
we're
They're
not
looting
done
it.
here. We're not done here.
Yeah, we're not done here though.
People from the crowd are charging down to
Yes.
kill us now.
Just
Okay.
takes me a moment to set
Oh.
up.
They're
Let's,
trying to kill our fans.
Hopefully not so many because we did awesomely at impressing them.
But they're not attacking us, they're attacking our fans on the south
Well,
side.
and us. Right? It's like
Also
those
us.
people who attack football players with like bottles and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Hooligans.
See,
from
all
the
these
other
things
side.
are in
like
like
rockets and stuff being shot in.
There we go.
Rust monsters.
Rasmus
can't
a
really
sergeant.
sort the initiative here because
Those
we
are
don't have
very
it.
disappointed orcs.
They had the Ross monsters with them there. Oh god.
Chandala would get to react first as she feels the crowd surging.
Uh-oh. She will look about and be like, uh-oh, get out of the way, Professor!
We have two happy orcs.
Kenrick, you need to move!
There's the Lords of Rust and some disappointed orcs, and I think the rest are with us.
Well, is the Manticore still not really wanting to fight?
He's chained.
The Manticore is kind of snapping at people, but now that the person that has intimidated it to essentially defend itself is gone, it's just kind of
I feel like we should
Sitting there.
retreat
I
like
wanna-
back
I
here
wanna
somewhere.
I want the Manticore. Kind of want the Manticore.
you
As
can-
a-
you
Fall to the Rust monsters!
She
steed.
will she'll walk up here, pick up the laser rifle from the ground. She doesn't want that to be trampled. Is that a move action to pick something up?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, then she will just stand here.
Okay, Zarin is probably a wise person that
Total defense, right?
moves towards you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the fairy fighter still last?
It lasts
Yes.
forever.
Rust
a long
monsters haven't been instructed to do anything at it. Pimian.
Pimian will
with those
pick up
guys.
the grenade launcher and also heal Zarin with a cure moderate wounds.
You control Saren.
Okay.
Roll for.
So what do these two groups seem to be doing?
They seem to be very. They seem to respect you. They seem to have liked the display, but they also very much look like they feel like brawling at the moment. They do not, however, seem to be just going straight for you. The only group that seems to be doing that is this one. And this one is just kind of running into the middle, just trying to hit everything.
Well,
I will say that since you have a large part of the crowd on your side, you could simply just leave. Chances are, however, that
Ah.
that's only for you as a small group of people.
No, we'll hang around and fight a little bit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, fuck them.
I'm considering just charging in there, but
Nah,
Yeah,
don't. I
probably
want to
group
spray.
up.
I want to
but
spray
I can't
gas
even
all over the
see them
place.
right
We
now
should probably group up.
Yeah.
Why not? Why can't you see them?
because they're like halfway out the map.
Oh, yeah, they are supposed to be.
I mean,
Happy
how
orcs
many?
don't really want to fight me, so that's good. It's really these guys and these guys. The Lords of Rust, of course, being the guys to watch out for. They seem to be working like a troop kind
I
of
like your tokens, by the way. How it's everything just kind of pasted on each other.
thing. Well, I suppose I'll move away some. Can I try to intimidate the Manticore into, like, dominate it to be
Handle animal.
I mean, you can
it with?
you can certainly enrage it again for it to just attack whatever. Probably you if it can.
Well, if I go here, I'd be out of its range.
It could still reach you there.
Well, I'll just move over here then.
Can move up here.
And then I will use a skill check to try to enrage it again.
Okay, how do you do that?
I throw stuff at it.
Okay, that certainly works. Those monsters haven't been instructed yet. Kenrick.
Well, I see our allies down to the south.
Mhm.
Road or to the east. This gas cloud is still here for a while.
Yeah, like 3 more rounds.
I mean, how many people are in that group of in those groups?
It's difficult to tell. It varies kind of between like 3 dozen and like 6 dozen, with the groups to the north being far more populated.
So
I'll
if
just
I
put
like,
it down here.
yeah, but if I like shoot a spell into that group, what does it hit? Like one person in the group, or what?
Single target spells do not work at all against troops.
Okay, so I need the Swarm Bane.
Yeah, AoE damage, however, they are vulnerable to AoE damage essentially, and you can hit them with weapons. But single target spells, they don't work.
Okay.
But like range, for example, Acid Arrow would work, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But like you can't mind control like a single dude and expect that to do something from the mob.
I mean,
Damaging spells would work.
Make
I'll
me
move
big
over here.
or something. Maybe.
no.
Make
Well, I
the
was
crowd
more-
big.
Oh no,
I was
actually
more
I don't do
thinking of blinding them.
that. Well, I guess you could do that.
That should
I
hit
think the
all
Lords
of them
of Rust.
because it's an AoE spell. Yeah. I'll cast Glitter Dust on the Lords of Rust group.
Okay.
Blind a mob, happy orcs, and pounce them all.
Let me roll if it makes it. It does not. It is blind. At least enough of the group to severely impact it.
So they're flailing around, bumping into each other.
They should like fight each other then.
These
I'm
Rust monsters, I'll just have them act with the Retive Raiders as they're kind of part of that group. The Raiders will essentially double move forward.
Those monsters are under control, right?
Well, they certainly seem to be, as they are moving with the group, kind of milling about them.
Professor!
I love that though. Welly, Nelly, Shelly, and Frelly.
Yeah.
As Retive gives you a reassuring smile as she organizes her troops. But she
fourth-
double moved, so there's nothing she can do.
The fourth one should have been called Kenneth.
Steelhawks will do the same thing, kind of positioning themselves between some of the group at least, and some of the maybe approaching groups.
As long as we can seem more dangerous to these guys than these guys, we're good.
I mean, the happy orcs like a challenge, and they are the closest target, so they double move to essentially engage.
All right, guess they die first.
Disappointed orcs are disappointed. They are mostly disappointed at you. But they double move. Yeah.
That's the sound of the crowd trashing the arena. As it opens different...
I mean, there's
Things in the
enough
kitchen.
of them to kind of know the direction, but not enough smart people to know that walking to this cloud is a bad idea.
14 fortitude. I'm sure they can make it.
They do succeed. The majority
Yeah.
does.
Weak to AoE.
Do they take a penalty on their save since they are all like walking into the gas?
Not exactly. They have their own kind of save.
Oh, double gas! Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
didn't mean to place
And
that.
I do believe they get another save against the blinded at the end of the turn. And they make it. The majority is no longer blinded. These heavy orcs are looking for the closest target to engage. That's these guys.
Go get 'em, boys!
But they double moved, so they can't attack. Chandala, you are about to be surrounded by dozens and dozens of orcs.
No,
Some
no.
humans, some red folks, but mostly orcs.
She's stepping here, and as she moves, she's gonna pull out her musket. Because it's time to fire. And it's actually point blank now, which is nice. And let's give him hell.
Those both hit,
All right.
taking out a large chunk of mooks, essentially.
The
I
bullets
can't
cutting
do
through the crowd.
damage. Do this. In fact, at this initial barrage, most of them seem to have almost instantly fled.
The roar of the crowd mixes with the roar of the musket.
Zarin would probably get himself to safety.
Yeah, he can
Yeah.
draw over here. Just to-
Let's see. Ooh, Rust
Running
Monster.
above.
Rust Monster will enjoy a bite full of orc metal.
Go, Shelly.
Oh,
Nom nom nom. That's a miss. Pemian.
Damien will fire. Well, I'm not in range of the orcs, right? They don't have like 10 feet.
They have 5 feet.
Okay, yep. Then I will fire a gas grenade like so with the
Okay.
grenade launcher.
Oh, that goes off instantly then.
Yes.
Let me roll 2 fortitude saves. These ones are slightly more sturdy. That's a success, and that's a 20.